Hello. Hello, guys. Can you hear me well? So let me tell you about our rules. Here we have to little bit wait because some people are going to join us, and you have to. I will ask you the questions. You will write down on the chat. So interact with me, okay? So before we start, let's introduce each other. Can you tell me, Ahnur, can you write on the chat, why would you like to pass IELTS? And how much score would you like to get? Can you write on the chat? Yeah, Aknur, can you write? Can you hear me well? If you hear me well, please write on the chat number 1 that you hear me well. Yeah, guys, can you write on the chat number 1 if you hear me well? Так, I see the one chat. Yes, you can hear me, my voice. Good job. Can you write on this chat, why would you like to pass IELTS? So what's your reasons? Mhm. Write down on the chat, why would you like to pass IELTS? Everyone understanding English? Guys, please give me interaction that hear me well, and I will start. So for better, you have to write down the score. Why would you like to pass IELTS? Why do you need this IELTS test? Мгм. Так, всем хорошо меня слышно. Можете написать, пожалуйста, в чат, зачем вам нужно сдать IELTS. Все ли понимают на английском языке, если я буду говорить на английском, или же мне нужно выбрать русский или казахский язык? Напишите, пожалуйста, в чат, в каком языке вы хотели бы говорить. Ой, точнее, хотели бы получить информацию. Так, на каком языке хотим получить информацию? Так, все вижу. Поставьте, пожалуйста, в чат, все, которые только подключили, что меня хорошо слышно и видно. Мой экран видно вам, презентацию вы видите. Пожалуйста, поставьте цифру 1, если вы хорошо меня видите. Так. Очень хорошо, все отлично. Number one, for English, you would like to in Russian. Some people would like to know in Kazakh. Okay, I will try to mix in Kazakh and also in Russian because some of the people who joined here from Russia and they don't understand the Kazakh. That's why I will try to speak in different languages in Kazakh and also in Russia in English. Okay? Let's start. The first of all, I would like to tell about today's our webinar. It's about how to improve your IELTS score for 2 scores. Before I start our webinar, I would like to ask you one more question. Have you ever passed IELTS? Have you ever passed IELTS? So did you have some type of experience? If yes, please write down number 2, that if you passed the IELTS before. I see here. Some people are writing. So today I'm going to talk about the right ways how to improve your IELTS on 2 scores. The first of all, I asked the questions for what you would like to pass IELTS. Some people said that they want to for job, yes. And today in our program, we are going to discuss the plan, how to prepare for IELTS in 2 months. And I will tell you about the successful cases of my students. And then we will discuss about it, some fears, stereotypes, which, how to say, blocks of our results. And I will tell you about the secrets, how to improve your speaking for 8.5. And I will tell you some tips how to prepare for IELTS. So, and To take the maximum from today's webinar, I'll ask you the first of all, switch off your phone and take the pencil and paper to write down something. And also, when I ask you, please interact with me. If I ask you, give me some comments and feedbacks, write down on the chat, and you have to sit comfortably, and you have to leave out all the problems and thoughts out of the door, and you have to enjoy from today's webinar. So if you're ready to listen and really enjoy today's webinar, please write down on the chat number 1. Please write number 1 if you're ready to listen this webinar. Everyone is ready? Yes? Okay, good job. So it's clear for you if I speak in English, or would you like that? Some people asked me to speak in Kazakh. I can do it if you want. I can speak in Kazakh. Is it comfortable to you to get in some information in English? So, okay, on just one person said that the English is comfortable. How about the others? Is it comfortable to you? Or would you like I will make the translations in Kazakh or in Russian? Got it. Some people said English is comfortable. Good job, guys. Okay. So, the first of all, I would like to tell about my expectation from this webinar. Whom I wait for whom I don't wait for this webinar. It's a skeptics, the person who are not ready to work, and some people who are every time making the excuses, and some people who are saying, please give me some button and I'll get the 9 score. So it's impossible, I can say. And also, I'm not waiting for the people who are not ready to take the responsibility for their decisions and for their life. But I'm really pleased to see here the people who are ready to develop, who are ready to work, who are open-minded and ready, energetic, who are ready to develop, and who's going to confront to their fears and ready to make the decisions and to take the responsibility. So the difference between these two people, and some of them will stagnate and stay on one place, while others will develop and achieve their goals. So let me introduce myself. My name is Tina Almagambetova. It's not my real name. Tina is my nickname. So some background information about that. I'm really into about foreign languages, and most of my classmates decided to give me this name because they thought that I look like a Tina Kandelaki. I don't know, is it right or not? You can give me your comments if I really look like or not. So if you wonder about my educational background, I have been teaching for 10 years English languages, and also I worked for 2 years in London in language centers in summertime. Also, I can consider myself a language coach who gives you special techniques and motivational tricks, which really helps you to get results. I'm also get some courses at Yale University and also in Harvard, but I get not personally, it was online courses which helps me to improve and broaden my mind. And my dream, if you want to know about it, I want to that 10,000 people speaking in English. So this is my dream, and I'm working and making the contributions to realize my dream. So everything is clear what I told about myself. Good job. So now let me a little bit talk about some successful results of my students. So this is my student. Her name is Nazgul. She is a 24. That time when she came to me, she worked for 1 year in local company and she had an intermediate level. So we worked with her 2.5 months and she passed the IELTS 6.5. Before she came to me, it was a 3.5. And she got the scholarship to study in Scotland. Now she did her master degree there and come back to hometown. So Jamel, so she was a 29 and worked as an engineer, project engineer in some state company, I think. And she passed the IELTS in 2 months. We have prepared with her 2 months, and she got 6.5, 6 points. And went to the London by the program Bolashak. Let's discuss the next student. It's Miras. He was at 17. He studied at NIS school and passed IELTS for 7 score and got the 2 scholarships from Hong Kong and USA. Now he's studying in Hong Kong. In Mira, she was a 34. They come with her husband. They passed IELTS. Before they come to me, they passed IELTS 2 times. And one interesting point that the both of them asked before they studied and lived in USA. They have a very fluent spoken languages, but they failed every time the IELTS. The reason for that, they didn't know really strategies and tips how to pass the IELTS. And their first aim was to immigrate to Canada. We worked with them 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, they passed and got this 8 points. Now they are living in Canada. So everything is right. It's inspiring these results or not? Is there some people who also want to immigrate or who also wants to study in abroad? Yes or no? If it's a yes, write me yes. If it's a no, write me no. Is there some people who really are into to study abroad or immigrate to abroad? I see here. Okay, good job. Now, I would like to do with you the little bit, how to say, exercise to plan your IELTS preparations. For this one, you need to take the one paper. Let me show it. You should take the one paper and make like this circle. You should to make this circle and divide it into 7 pieces, 7 parts. Like this, as you see in this picture. And write down listening, reading, vocabulary, pronunciation, speaking, writing, and grammar. It's clear for you. When you have done, you can say, you can write number 1, that you're ready, and I will tell you what should we do next. Oh, by the way, I forgot to wear my costume that I prepared for this webinar. I forget. So when you finish it, do this wheel. When you made this circle and divided 7 parts, please write on a chart the plus that you're ready. You're ready. Okay. Now we should to estimate your really strengths and weaknesses. So here we should to give for us honest, the honest estimation. For example, now you have to estimate, for example, or mark your listening skills. what do you think? How do you mark your listening skills now from 1 to 10? If you are really good at, you can put the number 10. If it's so poor, number 1. But if it's in average, it's about 5 or 7. You have to give for you the honest mark and give the honest assessment. Next part is the reading. How good you good at on reading? For example, when you read a different type of texts, articles, can you understand it fully, or it makes you sometimes hesitate? Also, you have to give the for you the real marks from 1 to 10. Okay. Next one is a vocabulary. How fluent you are when you're speaking, how you can freely say all your thoughts and express it, how rich your vocabulary from 1 to 10, give for you the honest assessment. Don't forget that you write, you should to make on the circle. Next one is a pronunciation. How good at your pronunciation? You speak like native speakers, or your pronunciation is really bad as an Indian guy. So you have to give for you, so 1 to 10, your score. And also the speaking, how fluent you are speaking. Can you speak fluently all your thoughts, or sometimes you make hesitation and every time it's difficult for you to say something? Give for you the score 1 to 10. I see. Okay. Next one, writing. How you good at on writing? So can you express all your thoughts and write it, or it makes you difficult? I see. And also the grammar. How good at your grammar? Are you grammatically accurate person, or every time make the mistakes? Okay. We got it. Now, looking at your circle and looking at this scores, you should to point out where is your strengths, what's your strong points, and what's your weak points. What is your weak points? For example, it's less you get, for example, in reading or vocabulary or speaking. You should to say, my weak points, reading, for example, speaking and something. Or my strong points, it's a listening, writing, or grammar. So what we need this one, this is the honest way to look at your strengths and weakness. So you have to improve your weak side, and also don't forget to update your strong points. Так, Нурила, вам непонятно, да? Нурила, қараңыз, бұл задание колесо баланса деп аталады. Мына жерде жаңа мынандай салдыңыз ғой, дөңгелек, соны 7 частьқа бөлесіңіз, и әрбір жерін, мысалы listening, reading, vocabulary'ді сіз өзіңізге баға бересіз. Қазіргі таңда қаншалықты сіздің listeningіңіз жақсы, readingіңіз жақсы, 1-ден 10-ға дейін балл бересіз. Мысалы, listeningіңіз күшті болса, сізде 10 балл, ал мүлдем төмен болса 1 балл деген сияқты. Орташа 5, 7, 6 деген сияқты өзіңізге честный сондай балл беру керексіз. Сосын соны болғаннан кейін мына колесоға қарап, сіз қарайсыз. Менің мысалы слабый жақтарым мыналар, мысалы да, writing, speaking, listening, менің сильный жақтарым, мысалы грамма, там, vocabulary и еще что-то, да? Сөйтіп өзіңізге жазып аласыз. Түсінікті айттым ба, қазақша?
Yeah.
Good job. So now let's move on. After that, you have to write down your plans for 2 months. You can take for that your phone, or you can take the paper and write down like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You will divide it and you should write. For example, on Monday, I will work on listening. I will listen some videos or audios, 10-15 minutes every day on Monday. On Tuesday, I will read. On Thursday, I will write. On Thursday, for example, on Thursday, I will speak. On Fridays, I will learn the vocabulary. Something like this. You have to divide it for 5 days and make your plan for 2 months. Как только вы определили слабые и сильные стороны, вам нужно прописать план на 2 месяца. 2 айға план жазасыңыз, телефонға немесе дәптерге жазсаңыз болады. Бірінші күннен 5-ші күнге дейін барып, әр күнге сіз бағанағы слабый жақтарын, сильный жақтарын бөліп қоясыңыз. Мысалы, бірінші күн мен reading, екінші күн мен writing, үшінші күн speaking жасаймын деген сияқты. И осы план сізге әрбір күнде осы планды 2 ай бойы істеу керексіңіз. Сол кезде сіздің конкретно барлық жақтарыңыз, жаңа колесоңыз түгенделеді. So when you make this kind of plan and you try to follow that, it's not hard to find, for example, 15 to 30 minutes in a day to improve your English. While you're improving it regularly, after 2 months, you will be really surprised your results, that you can improve it, your all sections, all skills on English. Did you get what I said? Is it clear for you? Or should I translate it into Kazakh or Russian? Is it clear for you how to make the plan for 2 months? Aha, good job. Now, let's discuss with you about some myths and some kind of like a stereotypes. For example, most of the people who come to the prepare the IELTS, they have 3 common stereotypes. The first one, I have the low level, I have a beginner level, and I never pass the IELTS. Let's discuss about it. Well, of course, when you have at the beginner level and passing the IELTS, it can be kind of like, you know, funny situation, but you can make it in 2 months, make it the plan. For example, you improve one by one from beginner to elementary, from elementary to pre-intermediate in 2 months every level. You can pass the IELTS, for example, in 1 year. 9, maybe 1 year, it takes your time to prepare for IELTS. First of all, you improve your levels. After that, you can pass the IELTS. So you have to understand that this is achievable. So you can achieve it in 1 year while you have a beginner level. But if you have an upper level, the beginner, it can be the shorter time. Maybe it's 3 or 6 months. But if you have an intermediate level, it takes you only 2 months to prepare the IELTS and pass the IELTS. But you have to every time clarify why do you need the IELTS. IELTS, it's kind of like your, how to say, lucky ticket to future. So if you dream about to study abroad, it's your ticket. If you dream about to live in some countries like USA, Canada, Australia, it's your ticket. If you want to work and would you like to, how to say, increase your salary, it's your ticket. If you want to really, you are learning English for a long time and you like to put the point, yes, I've done it, this is your ticket. You have to find out that IELTS, it's not your goal, it's your lucky ticket, which helps you to realize your big dream. Did you get my point? Do you need a translation, what I said? Is it clear for you, the guys, about the first point? No? Should I translate? It's clear. Which one? You mean about my course or this webinar? Webinar is free, but my course is not free. But I'm going to tell you why you should get my course, how I'm good at. Еще раз быстренько расскажу про этот момент, что некоторым людям, оказывается, непонятно. Есть люди, которые имеют такое ограничивающее убеждение, что у меня уровень beginner, никогда не сдам IELTS. Смотрите, IELTS — это достижимая цель, просто это нужно разделить на куски. Например, beginner до elementary — это 2 месяца, следующий уровень 2 месяца, следующий уровень 2 месяца. Максимально примерно за 9 месяцев года вы можете сдать IELTS. Самое главное понять, что IELTS — это ваш счастливый билет. который поможет вам реализовать вашу мечту. Ваша мечта может быть тем, что вы хотите учиться за рубежом, вы хотите жить и там, развиваться за рубежом, да? Возможно, вы хотите увеличить зарплату. Именно в таком смысле IELTS — это ваш просто билет, который поможет вам, получается, достичь вашей цели. Did you get? Понятно вам? Да, если что, тогда переходим к следующему common stereotype. It's about I don't have a time. Okay, this is the main excuse about most of the adult people. I have a children, I have a work, I have a lot of stuff. I don't have a time. I said, okay, so now you don't have a time, but you have a dream. You want to change something in your life. In this case, you have to prioritize your time. Find the 30 minutes in a day to improve yourself, to change something in your life. It takes only 2 months. 2 months of work. After that, your life can be totally changed. In this case, I would say time. You say if you don't have time, it's your excuses. So you don't want to change anything. So if you want to change something, you have to, for example, make, as I showed you, the plan. Every day, find the 15-30 minutes for English, which helps to you to change your life. Did you get? Кто говорит, что у меня нету времени, это у меня работа, дети и так далее, хочу сказать, что это просто отмазки. Если вы хотите действительно поменять свою жизнь, зарабатывать больше, жить лучше и так далее, и реализовать свою мечту, то вы должны находить какое-то время. Для этого, как предыдущий показал упражнение, вот этот план двухмесячный, он круто вам поможет. Вам всего лишь нужно 2 месяца работать над своим определенным скиллом, например, английским, и находить на это примерно 15-30 минут в день и регулярно этим заниматься, оно вам действительно поможет изменить вашу жизнь. Поэтому, мне кажется, это просто ваши excuses. Пересмотрите ваше время, запишите все, что дела, которые вы делаете сейчас, то, что вы можете делегировать, то, что вам сейчас вообще не нужно делать. Возможно, вы находите 3 часа, например, времени на то, чтобы просто там залипаться в YouTube или где-то в соцсетях. Сделайте такой трек. 1 день проследите, что вы делаете каждый день. Прям каждый час, каждую минуту. Запишите, после этого пересмотрите, что вы делаете впустую, да, где вы тратите свое время впустую, на что вы могли бы сократить. Тогда конкретно будет ясная картина. А так, overall, конечно, мы все говорим, у меня нету времени, я тоже так говорю. Но когда у вас четко прописано, четко вы видите, на что вы действительно тратите каждый день, то можно это пересмотреть. I hope you get. I hope you get. Надеюсь, вы поняли, да? Теперь, next point is about I'm afraid I will fail my exam, said some people. Well, it's a normal for everyone who is prepared for exam. But in some point, I would say the fear, it's a projection of the future. It's not happening now. Why are you afraid of? So for this one, we have some techniques. Most of the time when my students tell that this type of thought, I will tell, okay, let's imagine it that happened in the war situation. The war situation that you failed the exam, you got the 0 score. Imagine your life. What happened with you? What will you do if there happened the war situation? Okay, so you will cry maybe 1-2 hours. You will moans and grunts for the destiny that you're nothing, you are a loser. Okay, after 3 days or 2 days, you'll forget about it and start to live and continue the life. In this case, you have to just imagine the worst situations and write down what will you do. Take the paper and pen, write down what will you do if there happen these situations. In this case, you have every time the plan. IELTS you can pass the several times as you wish. It's not a real problem. Did you get? Перевод. Насчет того, что я боюсь, что провалю экзамен, насчет этого я говорю, что это нормально, каждый человек, который готовится, и волнуется, думает, что провалит и так далее. Но представьте себе такую технику, да, представьте себе ситуацию самую наихудшую. Окей, вы провалили экзамен, что случится с вами? Вы проплачете, вы будете, там, не знаю, жаловаться на свою судьбу, жизнь, что вы какой-то лузер, да? Но после этого что случится? Через 2 дня вы будете продолжать свою жизнь, как обычно, да? И пропишите, что вы делаете. Вы можете еще раз пересдать, потому что IELTS можно пересдать миллион раз, как вы хотите. Главное, чтобы было желание и деньги. Так что я говорю, что страх — это всегда проекция будущего. Оно не наступило, поэтому не нужно сейчас парализовать свои действия или какие-то мысли. Страх конкретно парализирует вас, поэтому не нужно бояться, просто вы представляете самую наихудшую ситуацию, вы уже подготовились морально, вы уже записали, что вы будете делать в том ситуации, и все, уверенным шагом шагаете вперед и ничего не боитесь. Did you get about that? I hope, did I clarify your thoughts or maybe fears or some type of stereotypes? Guys, did you get? Got it. Thank you. Let's move on this second part. Let me tell you about why do you need to pass IELTS? Why do you need this one? First of all, if you get a high score, it gives you a lot of opportunities. The first one, you can get a scholarship or grants to study in Europe or all English-speaking countries. You can enroll to the top university and get this 100% of scholarship. It can be a good discount for you, and you will save your money about 20 million tenge in 4 years. And also, it's the second opportunity. It can be the highest salary. As we know, the statistics shows that people who have the IELTS certificate, they get it for 35% of higher salary. And third one is you will be you will have a how to say competentship. So you will be you have a lot of opportunities. As you know, the languages, you can study a lot or maybe for free, or you can make your blog or vlog, or you can create your channel on YouTube and speak in English. Or as like me, you can be the tutor and share your knowledge in English and make the money. So it means that every time, if you're a specialist and you have the IELTS certificate, you can study online on different courses, and you can be every time the more how to say more better expert than others. I hope you get this one. And what we should to do, the first of all, you have to put your goal in 2 months that you are going to pass the IELTS, and you will make the wheel of balance as we did and divide for 7 sections, and find out your weak points and the strong points. Then you have to think about your plan, so daily plan, and during the 2 months what you'll do, and develop your weak points, and also try to strengthen your strong points. Did you get about it? Yes or no? Now let's move on to the next point that I'm going to share with you. This is about it, the format of the IELTS. Now I'm going to share with you some tips how to improve your IELTS. As you know, first of all, you have to identify. Can you see my screen? Everyone can see my screen. Please put the plus on the chat if you see my screen. Okay, got it. So which IELTS test is the best for me? First of all, you have to clarify that. The first of all is, if it's an academy, we have the two how to say, 2 ways, or let's say 2 yeah, two types of the IELTS test. It's academic, you have to enter to university, college, professional registration, and recruitment, and assesses ability to study or train at the underground or postgraduate level. The second one is a general training. It's the immigration, vocational, secondary education, language training, and work experience. Also assesses survival skills in the broad social and education context. У нас есть два типа IELTS. Это академический, если вы собираетесь учиться где-то, либо устраиваться на работу, регистрация, да, и в этом случае вы сдаете academic тест. А если это general, это какие-то ваши, вы поступаете в какую-то школу, либо вы иммигрируете, либо вы собираетесь учиться какому-то курсу повышения, да, в этом случае вы сдаете general тест. Намного легче, чем обычный academic тест. Так, поехали дальше. Здесь понятно, да, кажется ли себя разделить? Вы поняли же, да? Так, что мне тут? В чем разница оплата academic general? В экзамене разницы нету. Стратегия одинаковая, просто general намного легче. Нету разницы в оплате. По поводу тест-формата. So let's see, as we have the total test time 2 hours 44 minutes, yeah. Academic model, we have the listening 30 minutes and 4 sections, 40 items. Reading is 60 minutes, 3 sections and 40 items. Who has them? So, and the next one, writing is 60 minutes, 2 tasks. Speaking, it's 11 and 40 minutes and 3 parts. In general training, in general training, as you see, it's the listening the same 30 minutes, reading the 60 minutes, writing the 60 minutes, and speaking the same, but they have a difference in questions. Yeah. Now let's move on. In general, listening is the same with the academic one, but the reading is much easier, and writing a little bit easier, but speaking and listening is the same. Mira, can you unmute? Now let's discuss about the speaking test format. Speaking test format, there will be 3 parts. The first part, you will be given 4 and 5 minutes, yeah, and the introduction interview. So you will introduce yourself, what's your name, and you will give your passport, and examiner asks you some familiar topics. What's your hobby? Do you study? Do you work? What's your favorite food? Like these questions. And the second part, you will be given 3 or 4 minutes and given your cue card. You have to talk about this card and may talk about the points, others, and this on the card must be related to the topic. And the part 3, this is a discussion. You have to discuss more abstract aspects relating to the topic part. Part 2 and part 3, they have a one theme. Если коротко сказать на русском языке, значит, speaking формат состоит из 3 частей. Первая часть — это обычная часть, это не оценивается. Экзаменатор спрашивает у вас обычные вопросы, которые вам известны, ваше хобби, чем вы занимаетесь, ваша любимая еда и так далее. И здесь примерно 4-5 минут. Но второй, третья часть, оно оценивается, это очень важная часть для вас. На втором части вам дается какая-то карточка, там дается вопрос, который вам нужно описать какой-то случай, момент человека, и ваша задача четко по этим вопросам, 4 вопроса ответить и рассказать рассказ. Также в третьей части вам дают 4-5 минут, где вам нужно обсудить такие более абстрактные темы. Но тема второго и третьего одна будет, поэтому здесь уже будет discussion party, очень много вашего мнения, аргументирования нужно. Did you get? Did you get? Now I'm going to share with you the 15 easy tips how to improve your speaking IELTS. Would you like to know that? Сейчас я хочу с вами поделиться 15 самыми легкими типсами, как можно улучшить ваш speaking. Хотите ли знать? Пожалуйста, поставьте плюсик, если хотите знать. 15 типс улучшить ваш speaking. Так, вижу, у многих людей проблемы со спикингом, да? Хорошо, поехали. So I forget about speaking tips to remember. You have to do relax, speak clearly, be prepared, give opinions. I think it's not matter. Let's move on. The 15 tips. The first one, you have to speak into the mirror. For example, every day when you brush your teeth in the morning, you can talk about your plans for today. For example, today I'm going to shop, or today I'm going to provide a webinar for my students, or today I'm going to participate in somewhere. You can look at the mirror and talk about your plans, or you can talk about what you did in the past. Speaking in mirror really helps to you. Why? Because mirror never answers you. And second one, it gives you more confidence that you speak. And every time when you speak, you look at your gestures, you look about your voice, and it gives you more confidence to speak. The second one is a collocation form. What's mean the collocation? For example, it's two words, adjective and noun, and you will learn it. For example, let's say about the word, if I learn about the signs, I will learn this type of collocation, like exact signs. Exact signs, yeah? This is a collocation. So before I start, I will write down on the paper, and I started to talk. For example, if I would like to discuss about, let's say, parenting, I would say parenting is not the exact science. Or if I would like to discuss about numerology, nowadays most of the people discuss about numerology is not the exact science. Exact science — это означает точная наука. Значит, я говорю, я записываю себе разные collocations, например, на определенный топик, и стараюсь это составлять предложение. Например, говорят, что нумерология — это не точная наука. Да? И таким образом я вначале, конечно, все записываю сюда, и смотря на это, смотрю на зеркало и рассказываю про это. Таким образом я запоминаю лучше. И это мне хорошо помогает быстрее говорить. Почему нужно учить collocations именно такими фразами? Это намного, как сказать, дает вам быстроту говорить быстрее. Если вы по одному слову учите, например, просто science, вам нужно всегда думать, как составлять предложение. А когда два слова, это всегда намного easier. Did you get? Did you get? So next, the third one is a practice with the short audios. What's mean the word short audios? For example, we have this type of linkyou.com. We have this website. In this website, you can find a lot of short audios relating to the IELTS or different topics, and you will listen to these people. You write down their words, maybe some collocations, some idioms, and try to listen and repeat after them. You have to repeat what they told. For example, you can tell, what do you understand from these short audios? Or yeah, you can choose maybe different topics and talk about it. Number 4, it's imitating actors. You have to find out that, for example, English film, and find out one actor whom you really admire or who really like. For example, you switch on YouTube this forum, and you know the Terminator, I'll be back. And you have to repeat exact, I'll be back. And every time when you are imitating the actors, their voice, their face, and their intonation and the gestures, it really helps you. It means like you are wearing the mask and you will not be afraid to make the mistakes. Yeah, you are imitating the actors. Repeating word by word their intonation, this one really helps you to improve your pronunciation, your speaking, your vocabulary. Do you agree with me about imitating the actors? Have you tried about that? Yes or no? Number 5, you have to send the audio messages. For example, if you have your friends who speak in English, you have the WhatsApp chat and started to write, hello, hello, Jack, how are you doing? Today is a really nice weather. Do you fancy go out with me and just have fun or walk with me? Like this. You every time have to record your voice and send to your friends. It really helps to you. So first of all, improve your confidence speaking, and when you're recording, you listen and you will analyze your grammar accuracy, your pronunciation, the words that you used. Really the best way to improve your speaking. I would suggest, if you don't try before, I would suggest you do it. How is this idea? Do you like or not? How it's idea about sending the audio messages? Why I said the audio messages? You know, most of the people who learn English for I would say several years or several months, they are using a lot of vocabulary, the grammar, the reading, listening, but they are afraid of speak out. They think that they have some kind of idea they should to have the ideal English to speak. Most of the people afraid of what other people say if I speak these words. Oh, they will laugh at me, or they will have some bad negative comments if I speak, and they're afraid of thinking about other people's opinion. Please forget about. So you are speaking foreign languages. If you make the mistakes, it's okay. It's not your native languages. You have to make mistakes. So every time when you want to speak something in English, you say, I allow myself make mistakes. You should to write down it like a mantra and repeat it. I allow myself to make mistakes. Я разрешаю себе делать ошибки. Пожалуйста, уберите из своей головы такой бзик, что у вас должен быть идеально английский. Многие люди, которые изучают несколько лет, несколько месяцев, думают, что если они начнут говорить, он должен быть идеально английский. И всегда они боятся чужого мнения. А что, если эти люди скажут? А что, если они будут смеяться? А что, если я неправильно скажу? Нормально делать ошибки, потому что это не ваш родной язык. И поэтому представьте себе любого индуса или какого-то иностранца, который приходит, представьте, что они говорят на вашем родном языке. Они же не идеально говорят, но вы же не смеетесь, правильно? Поэтому всегда, когда вы начинаете что-то говорить, точнее, когда вы собираетесь, как сказать, вы собираетесь говорить на английском языке, произносите так: я разрешаю себе говорить на английском, ой, я разрешаю себе делать ошибки. Просто. И потом начинайте говорить. So, let's move on. Number 6. Would you like to know later, or it's interesting to you? Or you are bored? Please put the plus if you are interested. You would like to know the following steps. Okay, 2 people, 3 people. Okay, would you like to know? Okay, good job, guys. So number 6, imitate the English foreigner. I did it before when I started to speak in English in early times. I speak in my own languages. When I speak in Kazakh, I say some words with the English accent. When I speak the Russian, I speak with the English accent. Like, пожалуйста, принесите мне кофе. I imitate like I'm English foreigner and speaking in these languages. And after that, I switch this word in English. Please bring me the coffee, please. I try to use this type of like imitate an English foreigner. It was a quite nice idea for me, and I every time to use it. It's quite a nice idea. Number 7, it's a shadowing. What's mean the shadowing? It's like a parrot. You will switch on some video or maybe audio. You will repeat word by word what these people say. If you say, I explain these rules, I explain the rules. I talk about the globalization. I talk about the globalization. You have to copy these people, repeat word by word what these people say. This one is a very nice point to learn the new vocabulary, also improve the speaking. Number 8, it's a responding. Mostly in IELTS, they will be given a lot of questions. Yeah, for example, in my courses, I will give a lot of questions to my students, and they're giving their answers. To giving answers, it's hard. First of all, you have to figure it out what you will answer, what type of word you will use, and how you link your ideas and give a proper right answer. And it takes your time. So responding, for example, you have to take the questions, yeah, the questions from the website about the IELTS, and try to answer for each questions. This is the best way to improve your languages. For example, if you say the word, what is a globalization? You can talk about globalization is a quite common topic that is discussed nowadays. It's a climate change, and most of the people are afraid about that. So you can give your answer, give the answer, and try to speak about different topics. This is the best way. Number 8, describe what are you doing. For example, now I'm teaching you, yes? It can be different way, so you can record yourself on dictaphone, say, well, now I'm teaching to my students and talking about the 15 easy tips for speaking tips, and trying to invite them for my IELTS course. Or you are calling to your friend, say, hello Jane, how are you? And now I'm in a park, there's a lot of people. One woman is jogging. This man is wearing the strange hat. What are you doing? So this type of things, when you're describing your actions or other people's actions, really helps to you to improve your English speaking. Do you agree with me? Do you think it's the best tip or not? Please put the plus if you agree with me that is the best tip, or if it's the disgusting one, you can put the minus. Good job, guys. The best thing I really like in my classes, most of my students really like, it's singing in English. We have some websites we call Genius. In this site, you can find a lot of songs with the texts and sing together. So the first of all, when you're singing the song, you will find the melody, you will find the rhythm, you'll find a new vocabulary, and also it works your pronunciation. And for example, shine bright like diamonds, you can learn this type of phrases, and every time, wow, you shine like a diamond. You can use this type of words. It's the best way. Or you are beautiful, you are beautiful. You don't need to make the sentence. You can say it from these songs. Or hello, it's me. You can use these phrases in your speech. It's the best way to sing a song, and it's a cheer you up if you have a bad mood. Do you agree with me? Have you tried it? Sing in English. Number 11, tongue twisters. Tongue twisters really helps you to improve your dictation and improve your fluency. For example, she sailed in the seashells. Or Peter pick a pipe, something like this. When you pronounce like this in very fast way, it improves your fluency. The second one is your dictation. If you are not good at on tongue twisters and you don't like me, I really like to reading rap. So you can find a lot of rap. For example, the best one is about Buster Rhymes, the yellow sheet, and you read. It's really hard, but it really helps you to improve your fluency reading rap. Number 12, it's a practice idioms with the Youglish. You have to find out this website, Youglish, and here you will write down the idioms. For example, my memory like a sieve. My memory like a sieve, это переводится как у меня дырявая память. When you write down in this website, English finds you a lot of films, maybe music, maybe reading articles with these phrases. So in this case, you can learn the idioms easier. So the 13th one, immerse yourself in English. What does it mean? You have to analyze, is your telephone in English or not? Is your laptop in English or not? You are reading the book in English or in Russian. You are watching videos mostly in Russian or in English. You are speaking on phone, you are chatting in English or in Russian. If you are mostly do in Russian, it's not surprise you don't know English. If you want to improve your English, you have to immerse in this atmosphere. You have to change your phone to English, change the laptop in English, start to read books in English, start to watch audios and videos in English, try to speak with people in English, try to speak with you in English, and write down your diary, maybe your lists and everything in English. After that, you will really amaze it how your English is improved. If you do these steps and you can tell me one day, hey Tina, I did all these steps and really helps me improve my English. Thank you. Most of the people write me like that. Number 14, it's about the goals and habits. What's mean that? We first time started about the 2 months, yeah? Writing in 2 months your ideas every day, do the ones, improve your skills. Like this, you have to write the goals. For example, I will work 1 hour a day with English. Most of the people write this kind of goals. Every day, 1 hour, I will work in English. But never it happened. Why? Because it's not adequate goal for them. You should, for example, trick your mind like this. Instead of I will do the 10 minutes in English, you should say I will do English 1 minute. 1 minute every day, I will speak in English. But as my practice show, after 1 minute, you want to say, let's do the 2-3 minutes. And you will up. Every day you make it better. Or you can say, every day, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I will listen something in English. Not 50 minutes, just 5 minutes. This is the best way, but you should do regularly. So you have to clarify in your plan and write down, for example, the place. Every day at 12 o'clock, at my lunchtime, at work, I will do English 5 minutes. You should to clarify and write down it. This is the best way to prioritize your goals. It really makes you sense to do it, not to stop as usual when you start some courses and leave up in the middle of the courses. It's not the deal. Did you get my point? Всем непонятно, что я говорю. Есть люди, которые просто сидят, думают, боже мой, куда я попала, что, о чем она вообще говорит. И она очень быстро говорит. Если такие люди, пожалуйста, напишите, а то я могу все это говорить перевод. Егер қазақша керек болса, қазақша айтамын. Түсінбей отырған, мүлдем қай жерге түскен білмей отырған адамдар болса, жаза қойыңыз. Мен осы айтқандарымның бәрін қалай айтсам болады, қазақша айтуға тырысамын. Бірақ та біз IELTS-қа дайындалуға келдік қой. IELTS-та уже бәріміз ағылшынша білу керекпіз, өте жақсы уровеньде. Да? Ам, И 15 самый лучший, конечно, join the community. Это, конечно же, присоединиться к моему курсу, где четко написано, что, какой день, во сколько вы делаете. Есть супер учитель, как я, который не просто объясняет уроки, а который будет просто супер мотивацией делиться, который веселый, все классно, самым современным образом, самым легким. И я сама по себе такой человек, который всегда устраивает комфорт вокруг себя. Поэтому даже изучение английского языка мне должен всегда быть кайф. Поэтому я все свои уроки, курсы делаю так, чтобы это приносил кайф, удовольствие человеку. Я считаю, что это правильный путь, поэтому мои курсы сделаны таким образом. Теперь давайте мы с вами обсудим, как это можно сделать. Есть два пути. Put hard, put smart. Put hard — это когда вы сами берете в Гугле, в Ютубе, ищете разные способы, где можно бесплатно учиться, и где-то собираете, но что-то не понимаете. В общем, очень hard учите, сами готовитесь к IELTS. Либо второй — это put smart, когда вы приходите, просто записываетесь на курс на 2 месяца, оплачиваете деньги, и вам самый позитивный, такой энергичный учитель объясняет четко, ясно и прям прожевывает так, чтобы любому, даже 80-летней бабушке было понятно, что такое IELTS, как его сдавать. И таким образом вы просто в течение 2 месяцев поднимаете на 2 балла больше, сдаете свой IELTS и реализовываете свои мечты, как мои студенты, поступаете в вуз мечты, учитесь в вузе мечты, живете в той стране, которую хотите, зарабатываете больше и меняете свою жизнь в лучшее. Хотите это или нет? Пожалуйста, поставьте плюсики. Кто хочет жить лучше? В моей программе «Идеально IELTS» состоит из 55 уроков, при listening состоит из 9 уроков. Каждую часть, каждый тип вопроса мы обсуждаем детально, сразу делаем практику. Затем у нас результат: научитесь понимать любой тип разговорной речи. Reading состоит из 11 уроков, каждый 11 типов вопросов мы раскрываем, я объясняю именно стратегию, типс, как легко и быстро делать, и мы сразу же это закрепляем на практике. Результат: вы научитесь использовать техники, которые помогают читать текст правильно и не тратить на это много времени. Writing — 11 типов вопросов, каждый task 1, task 2, как нужно писать эссе, как нужно описывать диаграмму, четкими шаблонами, четкими вещами, фразами, какие слова нужно использовать. Я даю, и сразу же на месте мы делаем с вами практику. Результат: вы научитесь понять разницу по writing part 2, и, конечно же, легко можете написать любой текст, начиная с сочинения, каникул, заканчивая анализом статических диаграмм. И speaking — это 20 уроков, разбираться все стандартные вопросы, изучение техники разговорной речи. Как сейчас, и еще больше техники я дам, чтобы вы лучше и быстро говорили на английском языке. Результат: вы научитесь четко, структурированно выстраивать свою разговорную речь, тем самым поразите экзаменатора или любого носителя языка. И, конечно же, vocabulary — это бонус урок на 20 тем. Я даю четкие вокабуляры. Также у вас будет грамматика, это тоже бонусный урок. И, конечно же, как я являюсь коучем, арт-терапевтом, у меня будет арт-терапевтические сессии, где я, помимо вашего английского, буду работать над вашим эмоциями, вашими страхами, чтобы вы и еще какие-то жизненными вопросами, которые вас мучают помимо английского, да, мы с вами это будем разбирать и с помощью коучинга убирать все тараканы из вашей головы. И в конце 2 месяца вы будете счастливы, уверены, конечно, свободно говорящие на английском языке, с счастливым билетом IELTS, и будете реализовать свои мечты. Вы будете супервумен и суперменами. Но, конечно, это все будет только теми людьми, которые ответственные, которые берут на себя ответственность и готовы развиваться вместе со мной. Это, конечно, командная работа. Вот такая вот у нас получается программа. Ну, вот мотивация я уже сказала. И у нас, получается, есть 2 тарифа. Первый тариф — это, получается, самообучение, где вы сами проходите записанные уроки и делаете практис раз в неделю спикинга и также ридинга. Оно стоит 30 990, и также, получается, есть живой курс, где как со мной, как сейчас вы меня слышите, задаете вопросы, в мини-группе мы с вами обсуждаем. Там двухмесячный курс стоит сейчас 70 тысяч тенге со скидкой. Вот здесь написала Аружан все наши ссылки, оставляйте туда свои ссылки, пишите на WhatsApp, кто хочет записаться. А сейчас давайте, у кого есть вопросы, я готова ответить. Скажите мне, пожалуйста, что вы сегодня для себя полезного нового получили? Пожалуйста, оцените мою работу от 2 до 5. Насколько вам полезно был сегодняшний вебинар от 2 до 5? Что вы нового для себя получили? Что полезного для себя получили? 10, Дана, благодарю вас, как приятно. Вы напишите в WhatsApp, Аружан, еще раз напиши, пожалуйста, и туда вот все Аружан ответит. У нас платят 2 тарифа 30 990 и также 70 тысяч тенге. Это за 2 месяца, не 1 месяц, а 2 месяца. Отлично, молодцы. Еще, ребята, тут очень много людей сидят. Давайте активнее, пишите, кому было полезно. В месяц это 35 тысяч тенге или же 15 тысяч тенге, в зависимости, какую программу вы выбираете. Есть самообучение, есть обучение со мной. Отлично, благодарю вас. Есть у вас вопросы ко мне? Есть вопросы? Новогодние акции уже прошло, мы уже вам говорим со скидкой, цена вообще 85 тысяч тенге, но вы получаете со скидки 70 тысяч тенге. Ой, я написала privately, да, смотрите. У меня есть мой Инстаграм Алматина, вы можете туда написать по самым последним постам свои впечатления сегодняшнего вебинара, либо можете в сторис отметить меня, сказать свои impressions. К этим людям, конечно, у меня будут бонусы, поэтому, пожалуйста, если у вас есть хорошие какие-то впечатления, делитесь, ну, если есть какие-то критика, то я тоже открыта это получать. Так, курс у нас начинается 20 числа. 20, да, Ружан, у нас какого числа начинается? В общем, с понедельника. Сейчас скажу вам, какое это число. Нет, 25 числа у нас начинается, поэтому у вас есть неделя принять решение. 21-го, да? Я не помню. Так, Аружан пишет 21, значит, у нас 21-го начинается. Поэтому 21-го у нас начинается курс. Вы, конечно же, можете успеть записаться, можно рассрочкой оплатить, можно сразу оплатить. Да, если вы после колледжа хотите поступать в универ, обязательно IELTS. В любом случае, куда вы хотели поступить, IELTS вам нужен. Благодарю вас, Жуман. Есть ли у вас вопросы? Ақшасы, мына номерге жаза қойыңыз, сізге түсінікті қылып айтады. 2 түрі бар бізде. 30.990 и 70.000 теңгеден. Еще бізде сайт бар ғой, Аружан сайтты жазып жібере қойшы. almatina.kz IELTS деген бар. Там у нас подробно написано на этом сайте. Да, можно по 35 платить, можете рассрочкой платить. У нас не обязательно, чтобы 100% платили. Так, вот у нас есть сайт, на этом сайте можете посмотреть. Также все вопросы пишите к Аружан, вот ее номер. Она еще в WhatsApp и в Телеграме оставит свои номера, если какие-то вопросы, welcome. Программа казахстанских, которая дает вам возможность обучаться в магистратуре и также бакалавриата бесплатно. Но есть там, конечно, свои требования, чтобы учиться бесплатно, вы должны поставить залог свою квартиру или свой дом. И это гарант на то, что вы вернете обратно 3 года работы в компании. Есть вопросы ко мне? Если нет вопросов, if you don't have any questions, it's high time for us. I'm really pleased to see you. Thank you for your attention, for your patience that you listen me, and I hope you really get some useful tips. And also I believe that I gave you some type of maybe new things that really changed your mind, maybe uh, broadened your mind. If it's so, I'm really happy today. So if is there anyone who really want to share the impressions, please tag your comments on my last post on the Instagram, Almatina, and or maybe you can make the stories and tag me on the stories. I will be really happy and give you some bonuses. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. I'm really looking forward to see you in my course. Bye bye.